Perhaps we really do need to see Nate walking down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, starving to death, and going to go get food. Her friend just got home. Acosta stole definitely over $20,000 from the town right now. Now he's a child molester suing the state. Okay? And that's really what's going on. And I was promoted in 366 days because I worked hard, and then I kept working hard. But that job I was promoted for, I was working one floor below a billionaire. Yeah. And now I've been homeless across this country 705 days later, now 6 different times. I had been homeless in Atlanta, Columbus, Ohio, Kansas City, St. Louis, Denver, West Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, San Francisco. Does that make any sense? What do I care about? What do I post on Facebook? All about Tom Acosta sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. I'm not in West Virginia. I'm in Denver. I'm getting housing soon. But I just get that totally die. Can't you see, like, the risk right here? Who's protecting that little boy? Who has ever been protecting that little boy? Who's been carrying, crying, and crying over it all the time while starving to death outdoors and homeless. For the 3rd time. Because my mother made me homeless in 2003. My dad made me homeless in 2016. And I fell victim to it due to a 38% likelihood, lifetime risk, for parents being divorced, and 22% on top, which is an all-time 60% likelihood I have for being homeless, just because of things I cannot control. My parents being divorced, and me being LGBT. That's what we have here. But who is caring about the 7-year-old boy Tom Acosta sleeping with? And also, just factor this in. Has Tom Acosta been caring about me? Has you seen him like you used to? Is it not easy for you to clue in? I went back to West Virginia. Literally showed you the pictures of me and him together. It did not last. He left me in a house with no wood and no water, no truth, no safety, no feeling like the water or wood would ever get resolved. He didn't. He lied to me about Cash App, saying he would help. Never did. When I get to West Virginia, he says, I don't have a bank account. How is all this still, like, I don't get it, but I ain't gonna let it go. Ever. I'm gonna try to literally shed light on this situation. If you read the news articles, set up a Google alert for Tom Acosta. He's in the news frequently now. Like once a week, at least. If you read those, it references him as an artist and city councilman. But Marcella Blasas Giannato is like the city councilman. She's the city council lady in Kimball, okay? She also runs the volunteer fire department. I'm recalling all this information. I haven't lived there in 5 years. I did go back there last year. But, think about it. I'm homeless for 705 days. Never been arrested. Across this country 6 fucking times. And I'm telling you, Tom Acosta had nothing to do with, he was on city council. He was getting paid for it. But he was not answering phone calls. This is information that Marcella should be able to be like, oh yeah, we haven't been able to get a hold of Tom. Tom hasn't been active. Tom was not doing anything except wanting to talk to the little boy and wanting to see the little boy all night long. All of the time. See how much things change when you're homeless? What's right never changes though, and feels like a good time also to say this, so I know it's up there. With Tom Acosta being on city council, sleeping with a 7-year-old, and now suing the state of West Virginia. Okay? This is a really bad message to like 675,000 other child molesters in the United States of America. It says, all kinds are welcome here. West Virginia will tolerate your bullshit, your little life-ruining stuff. We're fine with it. If you want to be on city council and you want to sue the state, we actually are going to let you do that. That is what West Virginia has told every single predator in this country. There are people that have another responsibility besides just me. And I was interstate kidnapping. I survived it. I would try to report that multiple times. There has been a complete failure in West Virginia. One more thing. I might link it to this. Governor Jim Justice, in one of his recent announcements, said our kids don't have to live in Denver or Atlanta. Well, I was homeless in Atlanta. Denver's pretty much where I live. I'm not even going to link it. Yeah, it's the next night. It's still in the dark. But I want to show you, and yes, I just pulled this off Governor Jim Justice's YouTube channel. He wants to deal with it. Let's deal with it. He mentions, I played this clip, and particularly, watch what he says about a Taco Bell in downtown Charleston. Very, very peculiar that he brings that up too, because I was kidnapped at the Taco Bell at East End, 2 blocks from the state capitol, and it's the only one I know of that's in downtown Charleston. It almost seems to me that this was 2 months ago that he said this. It seems to me like Hammer, I think it's speechwriters, somebody, what do you think? Take a look.
We just got the news from May that we're dead on track to exceed another $700 million this year. Just imagine, not long ago, in prior administrations when we were downtown in Charleston cutting the ribbon on a Taco Bell. I mean, come on. You know, we're not cutting the ribbon on a Taco Bell, not to slight that in any way, but we're cutting ribbons on major projects and major folks coming to this great state and providing job after job after job and opportunity for our kids to be. Without any question, now Aunt Edith can have a picnic on Sunday afternoon and her grandkids get to come because they're not in Denver and Atlanta and all across this nation where they had to go to get a job. They're coming back to West Virginia. There's all kinds of goodness happening.
Yeah, as far as you know, it's the next night. It's like a night-by-night video. And it just feels so much better when this kid's up. Well, isn't that kind of weird how he mentions Taco Bell? I'll also tell you, I lived in Charleston, West Virginia in 2015 and 2016. That's 2024. That Taco Bell was there in 2015. It didn't open like, he's been governor since like 2017. I think it's just 2017. Like where he mentioned this Taco Bell is just really weird. And the Denver Atlanta part. Also, it's really weird. Besides me being a storage unit. In 2024, somebody called me on an old Google Voice number I used to work with when I worked with my dad. They say on this Google Voice number, they call thinking I'm Tom Acosta. Okay? They say, hey Tom, I'm at the governor's house. How do I get in? Seems like a problem. Mind you, I'm trying to survive night by night, starving to death. Now I'm in a storage unit. So how do you think it feels to be me? Rest of the video. Praise the Lord. Got some food. We went to the shelter for dinner tonight. There, have got new hours. 5 to 6:30, not 5 to 8 like it used to be before I went to California. Now, I was only able to stop at the scooter because Apple believed, and my phone remembered the Wi-Fi password. I also know what it is here at the shelter, which is right here. I was only able to stop at the scooter with Wi-Fi password. That's how hard it still is. I wasn't right here and the Wi-Fi was working. But guess what? I can't even accomplish my goal here. My goal is to have dinner. There used to be 6 something to 8, 5 to 8. Now it's 5 to 6:30, and I also can't even get a bed here. Haven't been here in a while. I have been here trying to get a permanent bed since I've been back from California. That was the whole process. But right now, they have changed their policy to get a bed at all. Do I have to stop the video? It's getting a little dangerous. So many changes that I keep up with when you're homeless. But you have a spot. And I'm so glad to be here. I was the first man I ever met when I came out to Colorado. It's good to see him. What is right never changes. Also, don't forget my mother, a multiple homeowner, 20 years ago, was proud to recite the Gettysburg Address. It's my brother. And in 2019, 2020, at New Year's, we're at the Lincoln Memorial, and she can't remember, nor can her husband, he's from another country, her third one, who Abraham Lincoln is. It's a problem. Well, this is my story. Pretty much day by day, homelessness for me should be ending. I don't have, due to some technology changes, the ability to put in my regular fundraising links, but just watch another video for that information. Please help if you can. And God bless.